the whole group of us. There's the link. Everybody's invited. No charge. Free admission. Well, I started to get mad. Like, why are we talking about other YouTubers? Yeah, it's because I brought it up. What a dum dum. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's a good time to break off from a Michelle. We were basically just hosting the Michelle show. I'm not, not all the time, but she was trying to make it like that. That bit where she fell down. Mm. How did Michelle live that down? She went on apparently Devious's show. I don't want her up here to explain it no more. She already explained it anyways. She had an excuse anyways or a reason. They thought they were at the dog park. They said somebody who did someone rage quit between Amber and Michelle in one of those arguments? Who rage quit? I don't remember either one rage quitting. I know Michelle left the first time, but she came back. That don't count. That wasn't the first round. That was initially. I don't recall a rage quit. How's that working? I already asked one time. Thank you for the helping out with the comments, guys. Do we like that option? Woodstock, let me ask you, what do you think? Woodstock, you see the option like occasionally, like certain comments. I don't even know how they get flagged or set to the side, but what do you think, Woodstock? The option of or me having turned on the option for moderators to, you like it, Julie? What do you think, Woodstock? All right. Yeah, one of them was supposed to be like a eight, I think 18,000, $18,000 dog, super trained. It can defuse bombs if it needs to. It can graph out 3D points on a chart using the quadratic equation. I don't know what the fuck I'm even talking about. It made no sense. It wasn't even funny. Talking about her dog made no sense. She got the dogs back. Yes, she did. They never went nowhere. Michelle lets them run off, or they run away. She tumbles, drops the phone, all that. What she said happens is they run up towards some neighbor in the apartment complex who had another dog out, and they start like sniffing it or playing with it or something. I asked Michelle, well, you guys, we asked Michelle, like, what would you do if there would have been a dog fight? You couldn't have done anything. And she just, once again, well, they wouldn't have been fighting. Yeah, just like they wouldn't have ran away. Who's talking about perfume? Who's this? Who's this person right here worried about perfume? Yeah, she got her dogs back pretty much immediately. She said that the dogs thought they were at the dog park because she let the leash go. She kicked. Where did she say that at? I didn't hear her say that. When did she say that? I missed that part. She came back actually and gave us an update, but I didn't hear that shit. And she, unless you mean she was on the other show and said that shit. Oh no, man, no comment. Man, yeah, it is. Who is Chezzy? Chezzy? Yeah, guys, let's just both relax. Can we? Let's just let it go. Chezzy, 9 to 5. Let's just talk about something else. Don't start arguments. I used to have a thing called Rule Two, and Rule Two was you can't talk shit to anybody but me. Oh, Chill AF. I remember you. Chill AF is cool. All right, guys. Everybody, yeah, just you know. It's almost 4 hours. I'm almost done with the only the second blunt. Only 2 blunts in 4 hours, guys. That's what happened when you only got 3 cigars. Actually, I got 5 now. I had an extra pack of wraps that I wasn't factoring in. Clutch. What are we talking about? Thank you, Liz. I seem to have lost track of the narrative. Imagine that. It's a recurring theme here on the show at this rate. I got ash on my damn sweats. Oh, unfortunate. Oh well. Oh. I try not to toot my own horn too much, but I know that I'm funny in the way that I see. Like I have a wit. Now, I'm not the only one. That's why I get along with a lot of the people I do. That's why I like Liz and Julie. You know, it's because of the wit. Queen. We all see similar things whenever we look at something or we're in a situation. It's annoying when you like you're hanging out with somebody and they don't like they don't get sarcasm. They don't get like you know, having a back and forth or banter or nothing like that. They think everything you say is serious and you mean it. And oh my gosh, it's like okay, relax a little bit. Well, the music stopped. Oh my goodness, why? Right, right. Uh, Michelle tried to call Julie like what'd she call her? Like a butterfly or some shit. The clip is I think it's still on my channel. If I didn't go into a bipolar moment and make them all private, but that's the last time Julie was on, which was would have been last night, the final time last night. That's why I brought Julie back up again. Right? Oh well. Oh, oh, it's Julie. Hey,
Hey, hold on. I think you're
hey,
attached
how's
to
it
my
going?
Bluetooth. Oh, shit. Let me attach to my Bluetooth. Hold on.
Uh-oh. Hey, I didn't do that, guys. She's coming back. She did that one. You hung up on Julie again. How dare you? No, no, no. That was Julie. Uh-oh, here we go.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yes. Hey.
Okay, so what did she call me? A butterfly?
Yeah, what, I don't know. Chat, what was it? I have to watch the clip. I can find it, but you were like waiting, and she said she don't got it in her. She's like a butterfly. She's like arguing like a kindergarten bully or something to that effect. It was like her attempt, but it was a funny thing because I was thinking, no, what are you talking about? And then you joined it. You were like, I ain't trying to like, she drag you or whatever. That's what you said. She said she can't drag me. She had bad insults, and then that was right whenever you got on the call.
Yeah. Uh, well, I'm
She
not
stuck.
used to just dragging people all the time.
Of
She just
course
makes
not.
it sometimes easy,
Right.
you know?
She
And
sucks
here's
because she don't even like try and whatever.
no. So I literally have been dying laughing so hard. I can barely see out of my eyes because earlier you go and this is just funny, so just know. So you go, Chezzy, let's be nice in the chat. It's cheesy poof.
Well, I made my own name up, huh?
Yes, you did.
That's funny. I made the word easier for me to say. Like, oh, who cares?
Yeah, I mean
Quicker.
it's not a big deal, but it made me laugh so hard.
So you promised that you don't think I was out of line for putting you backstage, or just so you maybe I was, but you understand like it was just to try and keep the conversation under control.
Oh yeah,
You know?
yeah. No, I mean I think a lot of people thought I hung out back there, but
No,
I
you
didn't.
didn't.
I
Yeah,
didn't hang out. I literally was like, ugh, bye.
and you sounded
Uh,
like you were about to hang up on her anyways, right? Yeah, you said, you know what,
yeah,
Michelle, go fuck, and then you were like telling her to go fuck herself, and that
yeah.
was it. Yeah,
She's just too much sometimes, and sometimes it's just not even worth arguing with her, like wasting my breath and stuff. So
right.
let me fucking tell you something crazy that happened to me. So I come home on lunch, walk the dog, eat something. I've been trying to like save money and not eat out all the damn time. Okay.
Right.
And I get in my car and my check engine light comes on. And I
Hmm.
was like, what the fuck? Like,
Right.
why would that come on? So I start freaking out and took it to go get it checked. And you will never believe what the fuck it says.
Is it the fuel
The
injector?
camshaft sensor.
Oh my, yeah.
And I'm like, does someone have a fucking voodoo doll? Because what the fuck?
Now we got the same problems,
Yeah,
but
but City
it's a
Girl
kind of
does
the same.
too.
Where's a camshaft? What part of the car is that?
It's like
Like,
so they say
is it
there's
like
like one of those per um I'm not like really a mechanic.
me
God,
neither.
where's the car guy? God dang
Right.
it.
Yeah. Where's Chris at? Chris, the car
God,
guy.
we need him.
Yeah, I don't even know
So
what that is. Do I have one of those? Because mine's probably bad too. That yours, because
so
mine was a O2, but the
yeah,
same thing.
so it supposedly it will tell you like on my car, it will say that like your car is like stuttering or it will stop like in the middle of driving,
Right.
which mine hasn't done that. Well, when I took a turn today, I felt like something. I was like, "What the fuck?
Like
What was that
foot funny.
noise?" Like
Right.
I felt like you when you were in the smoke room when you would hear that popping. Like it made me feel like, "Oh shit, what was that?" And
Yeah.
but it's still kind of acting a little weird. But I don't have a dealership for my car anywhere close to me, so I would have to take my car like 2 hours away, drop it off, and hope to God they can fix it. But they would have to fix it because no one else works on, you know, an Audi where I live.
Oh, is that the main car you drive? The
Yeah,
Audi?
yeah.
Uh-oh, let's see what this is. Oh, it's our buddy.
Oh
What's up,
yes,
Chris?
You rang.
yes. Oh my
Yep.
goodness.
What is it? What's it called, Julie? What is
So
it?
it's a camshaft sensor. It came with two different names, but both of them started with a C, and that was the code from AutoZone that it told me why my check engine light was on.
Okay. What kind of vehicle is it?
It's a 2017 Audi Q3.
Ugh. How many miles are on
What? Let me see. 72,000.
it? All right. How long have you owned it?
7 months.
How many miles were on it when you bought it? Roughly.
I drive about 30 miles a day, so not very, like, I haven't used many. I don't go places.
So it's got 72 on it, so it might have had what, like 65 or something?
I think it was like 69.
Okay.
Not being sexual. Not being sexual.
Did you buy it from a private seller or a small
I bought
car
it
lot
from
or dealership?
no, like a real big dealership, like where I live. Like I bought all my cars from them. It's like real big,
Okay.
real big place.
Okay. Have you had any work done to it recently?
No, I have never like had anything. I'm not even up for my like oil change or anything.
Okay. Well, that's where I would start. So,
Okay.
that is basically that system. So, do you recall, or did they give you a little sheet of paper, like a print off, when they checked your codes, AutoZone?
Yeah, but it's in my pocket in my work pants.
All right. If I know the actual codes, I could probably help a little better.
Okay.
But I would start with an oil change.
All right.
Um, and then
It's a lot
so
cheaper than the repair of the sensor, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Well,
So
obviously.
I googled the sensor and it said it was like 90 to 119 bucks, but they said that my car may have a sensor for every shaft on my car. Is that a lie? Or
no.
what's the word?
Do you know what engine's in that? Like
It's a
whether it's a
turbo.
4-cylinder or a 6-cylinder?
It's like 2 point something.
Okay. So it sounds like it's probably like a dual overhead cam turbocharged 4-cylinder. So you would have sensors for each cam. You would
Okay.
have two cams.
Okay.
But that's just a lot.
So
A
that's
lot
not
of
bad.
that system is dependent on the oil, like the pressure
Okay.
of it, the quality of it, the level of it, all that sort of stuff. You know, you could check the oil level. You might be a little low on oil. I'm
Okay.
assuming they changed the oil, just before you buying it. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't have all that information, so I'm kind of
What if I
speculating
just
there.
take it back to the people that I bought it from and said, "Hey, I'm having this issue. Can y'all
Yep.
change my oil and check it while I'm here? And if y'all can't figure it out, don't fuck with it. I'll take it to
Yep.
Audi."
They
Right?
don't. They're not like allowed to just repair it anyways, right, Chris? Like, isn't that
Correct.
yeah?
Okay.
Correct. You'd have to give them authorization for, they're not going to say like, yeah, we changed your oil and that was $70 and then we did this, $1,000 repair. Come get your car.
Okay.
So, do you know if you have like an extended warranty or any type of warranty when you bought it?
So I don't even know what Audi is like. I don't even. I know it was a certified vehicle.
All right, that's good. That terminology is good. So it's out of factory warranty, or like, what it would have been with when somebody bought the car brand new.
Uh-huh.
But it's not uncommon for them to attach an extended warranty to used vehicles when they sell them. You know what I mean? They make money off of it.
So I just need to contact them.
Yep.
Just
Yeah, I would
ask.
start there. I would do an oil change. The only thing I would strongly recommend is that you use or ask them to use an Audi or an OEM oil filter.
Okay.
Do you plan on keeping this car a long time?
Yeah.
All right. Then yeah,
Until the
I
wheels
don't know.
fall off.
There
You're
you
gonna give
go.
it to your daughter, right? You're gonna give it to one of your kids, or
Yeah.
maybe.
I'm hopefully gonna try to keep it until my daughter's 16.
There you go. You know,
Yeah.
they're good vehicles. It's like anything, you know, you kind of get out what you put in. So, you know, a little
A
TLC
lot of
here and there. And
it's a
Chris,
lot
let
how
me
you
ask you
drive and
this:
take care of it.
Does
Yep.
does it have anything to do with cold weather? Because it's like
It
so
could.
cold.
It could.
Yeah, like, just running rough because it's just freezing.
Cold temps are brutal on humans as well, you know, as automobiles and
Yeah.
you know, all sorts of stuff.
They don't like it
And
no more than we do. They're like,
and
this
it's
is
I
fucking
mean,
shitty.
yeah, is it okay though, like to really warm your car up? Because I heard that at really cold temperatures that could like hurt your car.
So there's two schools of thought on that, you know, and you could ask, you know, 10 techs, 10 mechanics, whatever you want to call them, and they're all going to probably give you a slightly different answer. My position on it is I will, I believe in warming the car up before taking off in cold temperatures.
Okay, I do that.
That's what I
Okay,
do
good.
personally. And
I mean,
I'm not aware of, you know,
Could it be
old
bad
cars.
gas? It could be bad gas, perhaps.
so
It's a possibility.
Right. It could be a gazillion things, possibly. I'm sure.
It could be a lot of things, but you've got a light and you've got codes, and those are the starting point. That's
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the code, so you could help more. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's doesn't sound too major. Like you'll be able to.
is it running okay?
Yeah, I mean, it's running fine. Like, it's weird. It's like earlier when I turned right, I felt like something was like vibrating slash it's like something was moving but was moving too fast. I know that sounds
Huh.
weird, but it's like it was, and I literally it was like, oh my god, is that my CV joint? Oh my god, my tire's about to fall. But it really wasn't. It
Right.
all seemed fine. I mean, like, but the guy at AutoZone, he was real nice. He like looked under it and he was like, I don't think it's your CV joint, but
Nice.
this is what it says. And I'm like, okay. But I mean,
Yeah.
it is
I mean,
what it is. I mean, I got to get it fixed, but
yeah.
you know,
The only thing that raises like concerns for me is if your check engine light ever starts flashing, that's
I mean, that's
a
severe. It's fine.
yeah, that's a far more severe situation than just a solid check engine light. So as long as it's not
so
flashing, you know,
yeah,
you're probably
okay,
safe to
good.
drive it.
And I mean, I always like watch temperatures because I mean, I've
Yep.
overheated cars like when I was younger. So I always watch my temperatures. When that sound happened, I like looked at everything and really nothing had changed or anything like that. But what's weird is after I left AutoZone, I went back to work. When I got back in my car, the light was off, but I can
Okay.
still hear that same sound.
Yeah. So even if the light goes out, it's still storing those codes in the computer, so they'll still
Okay.
be there. The fact that it's gone out is actually a good thing. You know, one neat thing about Audis is they pretty closely monitor all the systems in the vehicle. So
Yeah, it's kind of annoying to be honest.
That's a pretty premium brand, right? Like a model or whatever.
yeah,
Car company.
yeah, they're you know, they're what are they, German made? I mean,
yeah, I was like similar to like a
I
Mercedes
think
or
so.
BMW type level, I guess.
they're in that category for sure. Yep.
I was always like a Toyota girl, so I really just
you're a
go
league
with
above
that.
that in Audi. You're above a
Yeah.
Toyota and Audi for sure.
Yeah. And then I
You're,
saw
you're
this that one
honestly,
day
I
and I was
think
like, what?
I would say Audi would be like, at least in Cadillac, it'd be higher probably. It's like I would put Mercedes, BMW, Audi, things like that.
Yeah. As far as like luxury vehicles and available options, yeah, the Audi, you know, lineup is you know, a notch above Cadillac, in my opinion, and I think most.
What type of car, like what's a cool car, like, or a good company? What's a good one? Like I like Cadillac. She has an Audi.
It kind of depends on, what your situation is. Like, bang for the buck, the people on a budget, the people looking for kind of the cheapest car to own. It's really hard to go wrong with, that Toyota Honda category.
Right. Especially they're cheap to repair and they get good gas and
Yeah.
they're common parts. all
Parts are
kinds of-
everywhere. Yeah, they're cheap.
How do
they're
you feel
plentiful.
about people driving American cars like Americans? Is that do you prefer American cars or
I can take it or leave it. I mean, I've got dealership experience at Subaru and at Ford.
right? Subaru's out of the country from somewhere, aren't they? Like Germany or something?
So, Subaru is a Japan-based brand, but if I'm not mistaken, Christ, it's been like 10 or 15 years since I've been in the Subaru dealership, but I believe they're actually, some of them are manufactured right here in the States. So,
Yeah, probably. I bet.
I mean, one day I'm planning to be in a Range Rover, y'all. I'm just saying.
The
There you
Audi's
go.
better than the Range Rover. Why you want that?
No, like you could be like, like celebrity
What
status
company
in
makes
a
a
Range
Range Rover? Isn't that Lincoln?
No, I think it's like Range Rover, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Land Rover,
I'm
Range
thinking
Rover.
of Navigator. I'm thinking Navigator. I'm high. My
Yep.
bad.
They're nice.
Yeah, I
Those are
was like,
nice
your
vehicles
Audi's
too.
way better than a Navigator.
Just set aside a little life insurance policy for when the check engine light comes on in that Land Rover.
There you go. Yeah, right. You're done.
Could you imagine that?
It's
That's a
over
heart
with.
stopper there.
I heard these
God.
people had a bunch of Teslas, or not Teslas. Is that what they're called? The electric cars?
Yeah.
Yep.
The one. Okay, yeah, they were in somewhere recently where it got so frozen, and the batteries aren't supposed to get cold, but it was unexpected, like freeze, and all the cars are destroyed. Like the batteries are ruined, and it's like most of the car's value. They got to get new batteries. All the owners.
Yikes.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And you know what? A cool little fact. They're building a Tesla battery plant by me.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm
Are
not
those
sure what it's gonna
dangerous,
be used
Chris?
for.
How safe is that? Is that 100% safe? And not, I don't mean the car driving itself. That's a whole nother discussion. But what about the batteries? I've heard like they can light on fire and you can't put them out, stuff like that.
I'd be scared.
So, generally speaking, it's a fairly safe technology, but the speed at which they're trying to kind of implement and I don't,
Because I saw they that the batteries that are on hoverboards had a malfunction or something where they could light on fire, and when they did light on fire, it was a fire you couldn't put out traditional ways. You couldn't smother it or put it out with water. Like
when things go wrong with lithium battery technology, it's not good. Just get away.
You have to use like a certain kind of foam to put it out.
Right, exactly. I was gonna, and yeah, those are just basically.
Y'all, I'm running in to get a Coke. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm not hanging up.
Okay.
I'm all for the electric car stuff.
Right.
It's definitely coming. We don't have a choice.
What about what do you think about autonomous, like the ones that drive themselves? Is that's pretty crazy.
I'm not quite ready to jump on board with that myself.
Have you rode in one?
What's that?
Have you ever rode in one or driven one, however you want to call it?
I haven't.
Yeah,
but I just saw a commercial for I think it's one of Chevy or GMC's new truck. We're literally in the commercial. They're driving down the highway playing like patty cake.
Imagine having that much confidence in your automatic driving vehicle. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think they were clapping to the beat of a song, but it's like, yeah, I hope I don't see that next to me on the highway. I'll gladly slow down, speed up, or move over. Get the hell away.
I heard they were trying to incorporate that into a lot of the trucking, like the cross-country truck drivers. They were trying to make the truck drive themselves, which is kind of interesting. They might be better than the humans, but
they're working hard at that technology, and I think there's a time and a place for it. But man, that's a complicated conversation. You know what I mean? Everyone's got
there's a lot of people out of jobs. it would take a lot of jobs if they got replaced all the truckers. But
Yeah.
even just like, yeah, you know, who knows how it would work.
But you
We
know, in a
might,
capitalist fucking society, it's like it's inevitable if they can, you know, it's all
that's
about
the
that
way
almighty dollar,
technology,
right? The
just the
profit.
way technology goes. Like, it just seems like something, the next thing that'll happen, you'll be driving your car using your phone or something. You
Yep.
got an app
I'm
for you
back.
The guys with horse and buggies, you know, they were pissed that Henry Ford was, you know, was mass producing an affordable vehicle, and you know, probably wanted to take his head off. And it's like, you know, just the way it is, man. It's evolution.
Right. It's in our nature. We'll probably live to be living to. We'll live long enough to see Terminator. What was it called? Skynet.
Yeah,
Electric
it's crazy.
semis. Yeah, that's crazy.
But
Well,
there's always
guys,
got to be somebody to work on them. So I'm all right. I'm good with whatever.
Chris, what do you think about taking a? I'm going to take a break from the Michelle. I know Julie's completely for it, as are a lot of other people.
I, I imagine Julie's you know, rejoicing.
She's like, yes, I was about to have to stop watching.
I made my own Michelle dance. Like, woo! No,
Right.
I mean, I don't really care.
No, I
It is what
know.
it
Yeah.
is.
But
I
she gets a
respect
little
it.
old quickly. Yeah, I was running
Yeah,
her
she
into the
does.
ground. It was too much, too fast. Got to spread it out a
Spread her
bit.
out.
Yeah.
My
Oh
take
no,
is
it's like she used to. That's her old job.
it's your channel, and you know, you're not new to this. You're true to this.
That's right.
And you know, you've been doing this a long time, brother. I say you got a fairly good instinct about these things. I'm here regardless. So
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you for jumping up here and telling us about
Yes, thank you.
Julie's thing.
anytime.
I might I don't know. Got any other thoughts? What anything I can't think of? Julie, you got any other questions?
No, that's it.
There you go.
Hey, thank you,
Julie,
Chris.
Julie, would you consider yourself a Michelle hater?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Fair enough.
But I could be nice to her. I've tried.
You did try,
She
but
triggers me. She makes me fucking
Right.
want to cuss her out.
you didn't try. You could have kept trying over and over, but I'm glad you didn't. Like, some people would have
Yeah.
just. That's what I would. I just, yeah. I kind of like let her keep doing the same shit over and over
It's
because
like,
I'm trying
let
to.
her be the bad guy, because like it takes more out of me to be angry with someone. Like, I'm one of these people that, like, say someone pisses me off, say my mom or you know, anybody, a coworker pisses me off. By the time I go to sleep and wake up, I've done already forgave you. I will act like everything's fine. Like, I don't
Yeah.
like fighting. I
Right.
like fighting Michelle sometimes through the fucking lie, but that's about
Yeah,
it.
she was like, well, what do you keep bringing her up for? And I did, you know, I didn't, you weren't really fighting with her. I thought you were trying to ask her questions, but
I was.
she wasn't
But
here to tell me.
no, she never wants to fucking talk. She just wants to
I-
run shit.
I guess my point is like, you know, she's incapable of meeting Julie's expectations. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
as,
No, she
as much
exactly.
as
No, you're right, Chris. Absolutely. She
she
can't.
just
Yeah.
is. You know, I don't expect her to tell me the truth, so it doesn't bother me when you know it's determined that she's a
That's
total lie.
that's
You
how
know?
exactly like I am. I kind of knew it the whole time, but you know, it doesn't hurt me that she was lying to me because I expected it
Yeah.
anyway.
Yep. And I realize a lot of people, you know, are crossing their fingers that she's telling the truth this time, I guess, or something. I don't know. I don't know. I
What
can't
do
make
you
heads or
think of
tails.
that? What do you think personally? Like, we hung out on the show a couple of times, and she recently she's at some place doing a job or whatever she says. Do you believe her? I mean, who knows? I
No,
guess.
I don't. You
Well, I
know, I
forgot to.
mean,
I'll tell you guys something I haven't told the stream yet. She was flexing how Etienne gave her $500, it's a front or whatever you call it, like an advance on her allowance. I didn't even know she got an allowance, but she told me all that. She's not gonna like I told y'all that. She's gonna be upset.
I don't. It doesn't surprise me. That's happened before. That's not the first time that's happened.
Oh, I bet. I mean,
And
imagine being that guy.
But
have y'all thought how when she calls to ask him for money, if she didn't ask him, how bad it would be for him from her? If we see the text that she sends you, could you imagine
Yeah, but
what
like
she's
anybody else,
saying?
if you really didn't want to deal with her, you could block her. Like he could block
Well,
her. So I'm
yeah,
not running around saying like she's harassing me when I'm the one that gave her my newest
yeah.
number.
Well, supposedly they only talk through email. He does have her blocked on his phone.
She
allegedly.
They
she must be
allegedly,
texting herself or something because
yeah.
she sent me the text.
Well,
She's
and maybe
probably
they do text now. Who knows?
yeah, who knows.
I don't know.
Anyway, well, let's not talk about her. That we could just have her. We could have tried to have her come on again. We'll take a break from her.
Yeah.
Let's forget about her. Sorry, I asked.
No, you're
I
fine.
don't. I if she is legitimately on some course to obtain a job that she wants to do, good for her.
She's on a 10-day course to become a insurance claims adjuster.
Right.
That's what she said. So I don't know why she had to go all the way to Dallas to go to class for one day, but we'll just take it at face value or whatever. Unless we hear her, what I imagine is she'll have some story where it all fell apart and it's all the chat's fault, and now she has to come back to YouTube.
Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
Right.
We have to wait for storms. That's
Well, 10 days is the same 10 days for her as it is to any of us, so we'll know soon enough. That's it. She's gonna have to come up with something whenever that's over with.
Yeah.
But here's the other thing. Like, so I asked you that question, Julie, for a specific reason. Like, you're a Michelle hater. It's all good. I think I would consider myself a Michelle understander. I don't know if I'm certain. I wouldn't put myself in the hater category. Most would agree. But I'm not a Michelle lover. But Julie, the hater, and Chris, the understander, can sit here and chat and not want to rip each other's heads off. And I think that's a good thing.
That is a good thing. That's mature adults.
But it shows also like the massive, the bigger appeal that Michelle has, because it's not only people like Julie or only people like Chris. There's also, so that's a pretty.
There's diehards. There's haters that probably wouldn't even walk on the same side of the fucking sidewalk as me. That's
right. Yeah. So
that's the way you want to be. I got whatever.
Yeah,
that was a good observation.
And I mean, but that is true. I mean, and I'm glad you said that, because that just shows, just because I don't love her and I am a hater most of the time, we can still be friends and talk and not, be judgmental. I hate judgmental people. That's one reason when I met Ski and, or any YouTuber, you see all this fucking hate about what they did in their past. It's like, who
That's
cares?
a lot of the way people feel. It makes them feel good about themselves to, point out how bad somebody is.
Yeah, and that sucks. I mean, I've had my own rough life. I don't judge anybody by it. I'm not going to do that, because hell, I know how hard my life was when things weren't good. But it gets better, and I mean, but it's hard, but it gets better. But and that's one reason I really dropped everybody and just kind of hung out at Ski's chat, because I was like, he's relatable. He's not a fake as fuck person trying to just get tons of views, and he just talks about his normal stuff, and to me that's interesting.
And then I started hosting Michelle, and you're like, wait a minute, look at this clout demon over here. He's just forever bringing Michelle on for the views.
No, I never really say that. I just sit back, and I'm normally in chat when Michelle's on, but I normally won't comment unless she says something stupid.
I have to. Everybody knows it was definitely for the views. It was not because I liked Michelle, and it wasn't for. There was no other hidden benefit besides that. Like,
and just so you know, no one can judge you if you did like Michelle as a friendly person. That's you.
Well, I did like her as a friendly person. I I saw some people trying to think that I was having her on because I was into her, or also maybe I was trying to con or scheme my way into wherever the hell she's at, or go
Well,
back to her.
she was giving creepy ass vibes, like
No,
y'all were
all the
having
time, ever since
sexy
I ever
talk
got to
and
know her.
shit.
But I still think that she's trolling me, even, and that's like just part of her
Yeah.
shtick. But it's still funny.
Yeah.
But
I
see,
might have,
you've got a pretty effective way of dealing with her. Every now and
but
then you
it's because
guys.
I've hung out with a lot of crazy, not crazy, but like there's several reasons. One is because she used to be a sex worker, and I've known a couple of people that were in, formerly similar things.
Yep.
I've never hung out with anyone while they did that, but so you kind of get a particular. They have a particular way of looking at most things, and so I got that part because I understand, like Michelle, having led that lifestyle and thinking like that for so long. I get that part of her. She's it's funny to me. Like that part's hilarious. The like greedy, she's flexing her sushi and stuff like that. She thinks she's showing everything off. She's like so, and it's fun. It's like the same way when I used to do like she's bragging about basic shit, but it's just funny because she's doing it. And so
Yeah.
yeah.
Next
Is it
time
just
she
me or
comes
was
up,
she eating
please
that
mute
sushi
her.
like a monster?
Oh, she
Yeah.
did, dude. And she didn't even like it. She was barely breathing. I was fascinated. Like,
Hey, she acted like she gets that all the time. She's like, yeah, sushi. I mean, like sushi. Like,
that's
I
what I
want to
said. I was like,
gag.
damn, Michelle, you're worrying about a tank of gas and you got like $40 worth of sushi for dinner.
She's
Let's
like,
budget that.
it's only $26. It's just so good.
Yeah.
That's
And,
hilarious.
yeah, we'll see what goes on.
Yeah. And the other thing is like, I don't know if it was, intentional or organic or accidental or what, but it's like, the ski mask Andy, the corner of the YouTubes has kind of become a melting pot for, uh, kind of everyone that needed a break or needs a break from all that
Right,
craziness.
right.
To
They
kind of
would
come
say,
and
I'm
chill.
like, yeah, it's like they would call that leeching, but it was just me being fortunate and offering like a different place to hang out and whatever for people
Yeah,
that
I
were already
mean,
passing the time on YouTube.
yeah, swaths of people were, sprinted your way because old chicken snakes fucking mentioned that Michelle was over here talking to you, and you know, quite a few of them decided to stay.
Right, that's good for me, and I appreciate it. I might get ready to wrap this up, guys. Hey, thank you, Chris. Hey,
Yes, sir.
Julie,
All
thank you,
right.
Julie.
All right.
Hey, I'll talk to you guys next time. Take care.
Take care.
Take care, bro. Chris, the car guy. We need a catchy name for Julie. No, she can just be Julie. We don't have to give her an extra name. I don't even, you know what? I don't even so much care about high numbers. Clearly, if you have a controversial person, Michelle illustrates that, you'll have extra viewers. That's not a bad thing. You got to remember a lot of the draw or a lot of the reason to have extra viewers is probably every channel besides me. And I'm not trying to sound like a victim or looking for pity, but all the other channels are all monetized. What does that mean? That means they earn money just by making videos or doing live streams, whatever you want to call it, hosting panels. They get money by people in the audience. Like I got 194 viewers. They would get, potentially a couple of pennies or something. It's like a whole damn equation goes into it. Yeah, it's all based upon clicks and views and a gazillion things. It's like the most complicated algebra. But long story short, they get paid from YouTube because they produce content, they host stuff, and then YouTube places ads in broadcast advertisements to you guys and myself, obviously, the audience. And so they basically just have their own little TV station all in one. When you're monetized, not my situation. But that would be the reason to host somebody that was hated because you'd be making money. If you made however much you had when you had 100 viewers, now you got 400. You're making 4 times as much. for me, it doesn't work out that way in terms of whatever. Absolutely. Oh, I don't miss Michelle on the show. That was a damn mushy mouth. I don't miss Michelle on the show. I hope she has fun over with her friends. Good, you know. Ah, man. Yeah, I got a bit of a scratchy throat. That's why you hear me keep clearing it from walking in the damn temperatures a couple of times. I can try to get this channel monetized. I was telling you guys how I've had a channel monetized 2 different times, but I've never received the money. Each time they've right when they're supposed to pay me, they've demonetized. It's called demonetized, but what they do is they kick you out of the partner program, which is this thing you have to just sign up to be in. It's free to apply, and then once you're accepted, you're basically called a YouTube partner, and it's your agreement to not do a bunch of shit basically. And if you don't do all that stuff, as long as you never do nothing that's against the rules, they're going to put ads on your videos. And mine was for I took a picture of it, but it's on my other phone. I don't feel like switching them. But I got declined because of harmful and hateful content. They don't name it specifically. It was a nice change of pace, mellow out a bit. I'm not saying I would never talk to Michelle again, but she's not the co-host of the show. Yeah, she's not. Quite honestly, she's not entertaining enough to be a co-host. I wouldn't burden myself with having to deal with her full time all the time I was live. You can't just hang out on my show, because you see how she started at think it was her shit. What do you bring him up here for? That's what Julie was telling her. Well, it's not your freaking show, dum dum. Well, it's not that easy. Also, they I would have a lot of the same problems Michelle had. If you guys watch Michelle, she was always complaining about not getting monetized. Whenever I started talking to her, she sent me the email that she got that was like keeping her from being accepted or whatever. It was the same email I got way back in 2019. The last time I got I applied. It was the same email. They say, after careful, blah, 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 your AdSense account doesn't meet the criteria to do this and that, some shit like that. And it's the same email they gave me way back. Hey, I appreciate that. I got a Cash App. Cash App, guys. It says, do you however you see fit. There we go. Yeah, Queen, you really checked her. Julie checked her. Man, Queen set the precedent in terms of like pressing her like a damn elevator button. Jiminy. Queen came up, turned her camera. That's what it was. I remember you turned your camera on. You turned your camera on to flex like it wasn't no big deal. And you had some like fly little swaggy, whatchamacallit. I gotta see what that. I still got that stream. If any of my friends are ever on the stream, you don't have to have your camera on. I mean, it's not a requirement. Liz has come over a couple of times. She doesn't, have hers on. Chris doesn't. Julie, she did, but she doesn't have to, obviously. Let me turn some music on. I said I was gonna wrap the show up. Now I'm lingering. I only did that or have done that previously because I think it's rude to not pay attention to a conversation, right? So if I would have like not paid attention, it wouldn't have been that hard because Julie and Chris were talking to each other. Also, you would join. So a Patreon. I thought you. Oh, I have actually thought of that. Thank you for saying that, Woodstock. I have a Patreon, but I don't have it fully set up. Let me see something real quick. Let me look at my email. What a nice question. See, man. Hold on. So where'd it go? Because I got a couple of email addresses. Sorry, guys. I'm looking at it now. Just trying to find something. I thought I did. 1 second. Let me. Somebody sent me a Cash App one time, and they were talking trash about the Kansas City Creep, the burnt Cheeto. He's flexing. He has 8 Patreons. Hey, I got another cat. Thank you, though. Thank you for asking. That was very nice. I don't. No sound in my back. In my back. Sorry. In my back. If I mute like that, I didn't mute it. What I did is I stayed over there reading my email for too long. Am I still there? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm going to have to jump backstage and rejoin. Okay, I'm back. Oh, I'm back. Ew, I'm back. Okay, I'm not sure where I dropped off at. So I do have a Patreon, but it's not fully set up yet. But thank you very much for asking. That was very nice. Ooh, Cash App. Cash App, guys. Cash App with a note that says, Liz Lee and all your mods rock. I love your vibe. Ow, 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 my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's been a pretty good night, everybody. I appreciate everyone very much. We didn't have to hang out with the knucklehead. That would have been too much. I can look. It's been too many days. It's been too many days. Too many days in a row. My goodness. It was too much, Michelle. Too much, Michelle. And I didn't like burn a bridge, so I'm not gonna be talking shit about nobody after the fact. Although you guys have already told me she's going on shows and saying this, that, and the third. If she says anything too bad, I'm sure somebody will tell me. I really don't want to pay no attention. I probably hurt her feelings, guys, in all honesty, because she wanted to come on the show again. And I was gonna have her on. I was texting with her, not during this broadcast, but after this morning. I was honest though. Amber didn't want to keep the nonsense going. I could tell, and then so I was like, got up mad at Amber. Controller just a fucking dork, always trying to involve herself. Big dumb moron. Big dumb angry stupid idiot tumbling around. Like, can you relax? Like, can you not just get along with everybody? Kitty Monroe. Are you saying controller is Kitty Monroe? Wow, I never considered that. Ooh, another Cash App. It says, I hope more people give you money. Or it says, I hope more people give money to you, Ski. You deserve it. Ooh, Cash App. They're going to think all these Cash Apps are fake because I don't have the buzzer on or whatever. Right? That's such a funny conspiracy. I love it. Oh, I love it. I love the Skimask fakes his Cash Apps conspiracy. Right, Liz? What do you think of that? Julie, it's hilarious. They think that fake Cash Apps is funny, right, Woodstock? Like, it cracks me the hell up. It freaking cracks me up. Goodness gracious. His phone never buzzes. Oh yeah, he found a way to play that damn money sound. Oh, he must have realized that we know that's fake, so he quit doing it. Dorks. What's up, Steph? What's up, my friend? Good to see you. Yeah, you're right. Liz is hilarious if you think about it. So what they're basically saying is the things I just said, like the notes that were on the Cash Apps, those are really like my true thoughts, and I'm using the fake Cash App as a way to speak that like I got a fake supporter. It's a great thought. I love it. I love it that I streamed that long that people have that. I like that much. It's hilarious. Crack myself up. I cracked them up enough that they cracked me up. Something's going on here, but it's funny as hell. Oh, they think I'm that delusional. Oh, I got a Cash App, guys. It says, "This is love from those who can't send. You are amazing." Frog face. Even the messages, they're so positive. Oh, this is great. There's another Cash App, guys. That was a flurry of Cash Apps right there. Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. Whoa. Whoa. You heard that? Oh, there we go. Oh, oh. I don't know why this. Oh, it's because the ringtone. I go through this. I get the phones mixed up. You got to turn your notification is different than your ringtone. They're separate. Irritating. Oh man. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna get my car back tomorrow. There would be no reason not to. He told me to be ready tomorrow. Hopefully, it's not a freaking Arctic winter wonderland. I guess it would be. Let me look at the temperature for tomorrow. Bust out our mobile forecasting unit and see what's going on. It looks like outside currently the temperature where I'm at is, guys, it's still 21 degrees. I'm not making this up. It's been 21 degrees nonstop for like 24 hours. You guys heard me tell you the temperature last night sometime? It's the same temperature. It did not get warm. It is. Aaron Carter, rest in peace. Dono train, dono train, dono train. It's going to get down to 19 degrees. Tomorrow, though, it gets up to 36. The last Cash App had a great note. Love from those who can't send. You are amazing, with the little frog head. Man, we're not expected to get any more snow or precipitation, period. And actually, by next Monday, what's today? Tuesday. So in a week from now, it's going to be 63 degrees. Today, it was 23. Oh, man. Doo-doo-doo. 36. That's warm enough to melt some ice. Right. Might call it a night, guys. This was a great show. This was a lot of fun. I was very candid. Definitely didn't say anything to irritate anybody. Probably irritated Michelle if she's gonna listen or was watching. But you know, I don't want to be mean and like ruin the whatever. You know, she's another human after all. I'm not gonna pile on or bother myself with having a whatever. It was fun. It was fun to have a back and forth, and I just want to take a break is all, right? I just need a break. It ain't you, it's me, right? That type of shit. Come on now. We got to do our own thing here. I'm going to leave it public. It was a fun night. Thank you, everybody. Don't go. Oh, man. It's so cold where I'm at, 21 degrees. It's like the sun never went up, came up or went down. It just stayed the same temperature. I guess it's like that places. They got a part of where is it at in Alaska? There's a place that it stays dark for 2 months. Same temperature for like 2 months. That is a silly sleep schedule. I mean, I might, if I don't go to sleep pretty soon, then I would just stay up all night. That's how my sleep schedule is. If I don't go to sleep around midnight, I stay up all night. So if I don't go to sleep around midnight, I would just come back live. But I probably would go to sleep. If I don't go to sleep around midnight, there's a chance I can catch a second urge to go to sleep around 4 in the morning. If I don't fall asleep around 4 in the morning, I'm just not going to go to sleep. And I don't just mean tonight, just in general. Just in general, I got to go to sleep around midnight or 4 in the morning. And I usually sleep about 5 hours when I'm sleeping good. Sometimes I don't go to sleep. Sometimes I sleep a couple of hours, take naps. Well, if I go to sleep here in a bit, I'll probably sleep until 6 in the morning. I'll probably stay awake a little bit and then go to sleep. I am. This is the time, so I ended the stream like last night like this, and then Dum Dum started blowing up my phone. That was one of the initial triggers of this time. Like, I'm done fucking with you again. You were cool for talking for a bit, but now I'm done. You're being too much a hassle. Too much hassle. Nope. Okay. Oh, jeez. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to call it a night. Thank you to our friend Dawson. Thank you to Woodstock, Julie, Queen, everybody in chat right now. Thank you. Shout out to Evelyn and Doris and Helmcat. Thank you to everyone for the cash apps. I don't want to say those people specifically. They know who they are. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everyone. It was fun. I'm glad that we'll go our own way from the show. If there's an interesting reason, or maybe once every blue moon she can come on with anybody else and say what's up, but no more hijacking the show and making everyone in chat pay attention to whatever bullshit, boring nonsense she's up to. That's right. Hey, good to see you. Hey, thank you, Woodstock. Thank you, everybody. Good night, everyone. Come back tomorrow. I'll be live at 7 p.m. That's the current show's guaranteed schedule. I guarantee I'll be live every day at 7 p.m. Everyone, have a good rest of your night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.